Alright. Hey, chill. Just pop up on my ass like you. They always putting up the weirdest stuff, but they get views for this stuff.
I'm talking about Chill and Mike.
They do post like weird stuff, don't they?
Yeah.
And they always get good views for it. Get Jabuda. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, that show didn't make it. Oh, I love how we playing this out of the car right now.
Really?
YouTube.
Oh.
Which means the right person will pass. Alright, y'all, we're gonna check this out. So, look, I gotta talk to these people here with an 8 because I know this podcast is when it's posted, it's still people still watching. So, yeah. Alright, Cocoa Puffs. I mean, not Cocoa Puffs. Reese Puffs. I like Cocos. Oh my gosh, y'all. Alright, where do I start at? So, first of all, give me your overall thought of the last show versus episode 1.
I think episode 2 was a little better than episode 1, mostly because of, like, you know, the background music and stuff and the way that it was. I don't know. I just feel like episode 2 is kind of better because of the background music mostly. And also, I think that the acting was good in episode 2.
So Zanaya and them watched it today. Zanaya, Samara, Amina, my mother, they all stepped in the living room and watched it today. So Zanaya says that the acting from episode 1 and episode 2 and the camera was the same. But I think she just looking, I don't even really think she was like super paying attention because everybody else said it was better. She was the only one that said it. The acting stuff was the same to me. I was like, really? She thought the camera on part, the episode 1 wasn't bad. I think it was horrible. But what do you think? Alright, so since you was more involved in episode 2, everybody, welcome Hope to the show. I forgot to start with that, y'all. I'm Malcolm in the show. Welcome Hope. Which, I guess this is more on the TikTok platform, but when I go post this on the YouTube platform, I know people was asking me on YouTube, where'd Hope come from? So she's always like the busy sister that just shows up, but she's, as you can tell from the show, she was kind of the control. She's the balance. Everything needs a balance. You like the balance in the show. Like I was looking at it, everybody was looking at it, and they were like, see, this can't happen anymore. That seems so real.
Really?
Yes. Shout out to her part being one of the best parts in the episode. I definitely want to bring her on here today to make sure I make that clear. She played one of the serious roles, but funny role, but serious role. She mastered her role, I think, better than all of us, even better than me. The way she did it and the feeling she put into it, it was like, when she's like, this could happen and we're going to get kicked out on the street again, it was like, I felt like, dang, if this is fucked up, like, if we gonna really up on the street. Like, that's how I felt. I felt like we was really gonna end up on the street or something. Like, and then the feeling like she put into it was just so realistic. The tone of voice you used, it really sounded like you was concerned. So, I love Hope's character. Hope is like the balance. I do like that. And then the name is Hope, so it also fits your character. It really fits your character. I think so. Alright, so as far as like the plot of the episode, do you think there's something we could have improved maybe on the story, or do you feel like the story was missing anything? Is it something that you might want to add, or something that we should probably futuristically start doing? Or do you think episode 1 with no music in the background versus episode 2 having music throughout the whole thing? Do you think that's better for us, or do you think that's worse for us?
The background music is better.
You think so?
Yes.
Pretty dry without it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I want to redo episode 1.
Really?
I did, yeah. When I watched episode 2, man, I watched episode 1. So I watched episode 1 like a couple times, but I watched episode 2 endless times. Like, I even woke up today watching episode 2. And if y'all haven't seen episode 2, hit the link in the bio and check out episode 2. So, okay, so now as far as the music was concerned on episode 2, did you find anything to be wrong with the music on episode 2? Any errors or something like that?
No, the music fit the atmosphere. You know, it was kind of like it was serious, and the music was also serious
Yeah,
as well.
and when it got light, like the music got light. So I found one error that I didn't like about the music in the background. You know what I mean? Whoever's in here, if y'all want to see something, you can. If not, it's cool. But on the part when y'all was talking in the basement, and y'all was talking about the rent money and the landlord Malcolm charging the extra $150 for the rent and stuff. So that part, I feel like I couldn't hear it that good.
Huh?
Yeah, I feel like on that part I could not hear it that good. I didn't say it to you because I always save all my concerns for the podcast. That's the part of the podcast. So
Oh.
that's what the podcast is. We iron out things and we say what we think and stuff, and then we utilize it on the next episode. And you get to be the first one, y'all. She's here there, so she's get to hear some of the stuff that's going to happen in episode 3. You know, I always get my sneak preview of episode 3, y'all. Gotta visit me when it's raining. Yeah, that's cool. I'll be here. Just let me know ahead of time so I can, well, at least I make sure I'm here. I ain't at work with her. So, okay. And by the way, I did notice that you really serious about switching that cloth out with the pink and the black, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely opened my jaw. I was like, let me wipe my glass. They ain't called black. So, all right, let me get back on it. So, episode 2, I found that to be an error. That was a very bad error because you really gotta listen hard to figure out that she said, well, the part that she said is gonna be, like, it was enough her to piece the storyline together, but you can't hear everything that's being said. Like, I know Mariah said something in the beginning, and then it was just like, oh yeah, extra $150. And then Delilah said something, Tia said something, and then Hope came in and said something, but Hope back was to the camera. So Hope had to talk louder on that part because her back was facing the camera. But if I was to turn the volume up on that and turn the music down, then we would have been able to hear Hope. But then it would have sounded like Tia was yelling. So I feel like Hope probably could have talked louder on that part. But I don't even feel like that. I feel like we should have turned the music down for that part. Or completely cut it off for that one part. I know you're going to watch it again after this. I can see you looking at the video right now in your head. But, yeah.
I don't know. And when I watched that part, I could perfectly hear
But see,
it.
then also it depends on what you're watching it on. That's another thing, too. It also depends on what you're watching it on. But that plays a big role. Lady, I do not want to hear you. But then it also plays a big role. How do you think Pete did in the episode? Now we're gonna go through. We're about to touch based on each character, y'all. How do you think Pete compared from episode 1 to episode 2? Do you see any like? Oh man, she don't even know who Pete is.
All right. I think Pete did good. You know, his acting was good. The body language and everything. He did good.
Yeah, he definitely did get some good body language, and I give him credit. Pete knows when to look serious. When y'all pull him out of the hallway, and after they took the rent money, and they supposed to try to run out the back porch, and they ran down that hallway. When Pete got to the end and you were walking back up with Pete in your hand, did you see how serious he looked? He was sad. He was sad like he really got caught, like in real life. Like he got caught in real life. And I was like, wow.
Uh-huh. Maybe.
Where's my chili? My chili vibes. There it is. They keep changing their little profile pictures and throwing me off. So yeah, I think I believe like I thought that was 2009. I was like, what the? But all right. What about Dion?
Dion did good too.
You really think? So you get
Yes.
Dion? You go ahead goes up
Dion
Dion as a
is-
nominee?
Dion
Wow.
They both did good because, like I said, they like depending on what they're saying, it's like they know what type of body language to use, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And they did good on it.
Okay. All right. Well, for me personally, I feel like Pete improved between episode 1 and episode 2.
Yes.
But I also feel like on the flip side, Dion, he kind of lingered back a little bit. I don't feel like he improved on this episode. I actually feel like he went backwards a little bit. And the only reason I'm saying that is because, like, maybe because of the plot and what was going on, but I feel like Dion really did a lot of little laughing into it, where it was like certain parts of the show, like I was able to hear in the background, I could hear him laughing.
Oh yeah.
Like that whole "let's go" over the course of they decided to run.
Oh right.
That was never part of the script.
Oh yeah, that's right. We were...
Like I feel like Dion got a little big headed and went off script trying to freestyle certain things, how y'all freestyle certain things. Like some things y'all
Oh
freestyle
right,
the words
because
up.
that whole running scene did start off by him saying "run," right? He said
Yeah.
"run,"
And then he started laughing in the rain. So like you just lost the rent money. Why are you laughing? So I feel like I would have to say, Dion, yeah, you slipped a little bit on this one to me. Dion slipped a tad bit on episode 2. Now, as far as our addition to the show, what do you think about their cousin Princess coming into the show? Is that what she said her name was? Okay,
Okay.
well, she was Mia today.
Yeah. Alright, I'm pretty sure you know what I'm going to say.
Hey, thanks,
Mia?
appreciate it.
Mia did good on the talking to Tia thing, but the whole breaking up the fight part. that breaking up the fight part.
She was so happy.
She was happy it is fighting. She was like, break it up, guys.
Then she's like, I'm out of here. You see her bare feet? I was like, what is she doing? Break it up. Stop, guys. Stop. So
Stop
would
it.
you consider that good acting?
No.
No, me either.
But like I said, she did good on like the whole, talking.
Well, it was her
Tia
first
thing.
time, too. So
Yeah.
you have to think about us back then.
Oh, shoot.
I don't even know. But then I can't even say that because I don't even think we was that. We never got to that. I don't think we did. Well, then again, we did worse, y'all. We put a whole moon mouse with people talking in it and stuff right behind us, so.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. You can clearly see everybody jumping in the moon mouse.
And that house was supposed to be empty.
Right. So, I mean, dang, what is her name? What about Jordan? What's your outtake on Jordan?
I gotta replay some parts in my head again.
Yeah, I know. Normally, before I start the podcast, we normally look at the episode and then recap it, but I didn't look at it because I'm pressed for time. So.
Well, Jordan did good.
I like Jordan as a character.
Uh-huh.
I don't like her in real life, though.
Well, yeah, Jordan did good.
No, yeah, I agree. I think Jordan's character is so much. Jordan's character to me is so much like the original character. I'm sorry, no. Jordan's character to me is like the original person. Because if anybody knew the original person, she's not that far off from the way Jordan is. But I gotta give Jordan credit. She's doing good with her act too. I just think Jordan should stick to Jordan's roles. I feel like Jordan overstepped boundaries because that room scene when the boys was fighting, they was not supposed to say the same thing at the same time, y'all.
Oh,
That was
right.
scheduled for Tia's to say. But I guess they both end up saying it because I don't even know why. That was off script. So that's another improvement too, y'all. You gotta stop making sure we ain't doing double words because that was kind of cheesy when it was tight. It was okay when I was watching it by myself, but when I decided to show a little audience today, it was kind of cheesy. Like I was looking at face expressions more than looking at the video. You know what I mean? And I can see everybody's face like, what the hell? Why they both have to say that at the same time? That looked planned. And the show supposed to look real. It's not supposed to look planned. So I definitely want to make sure that we definitely on point for that. What about Tia? Delilah?
I know who it is. I was just
You
retaining stuff
trying
in
to
my head.
recanvas her parts, right?
Yeah. Okay, Tia did good, but I noticed like a little error in the video when Tia and Mia
That's for
was
you.
talking.
Barf. That's all I can think of every time I see Mariah's name, yeah. Every time I see Mariah's name, all I can think of is barf. That's what it looked like. Hey, barf.
Hi, Ron. Oh yeah, but like I was saying, Tia did good.
Wow, Tamara. Now she done put Tia and Tamara together, sister. Put Tia and Tamara together, sister. Oh well, there go. The Bluetooth is on.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh okay.
They realized that was far away.
Oh. Okay, well yeah, Tia did good, but like I said, I noticed the error. Like you gotta actually listen though to hear it. But remember when she was like, when Mia was like, speaking of Hope, how is she? What is she doing? She was like, she's good, and actually, Hope just texted me, and she's right here.
No, she didn't. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. No, Tia, no. Wow.
She was supposed to say she on her way, but she said she's
supposed to be on her way. She's close. Speaking of Tia, she's close. That's what she said.
Oh.
I mean, speaking of Hope, she's close.
Oh, she said, speaking of Hope, she's actually right here.
What you on the phone for? Just turn around and say, hey, Hope.
But when we first watched it, I didn't realize until I had seen it like the third time. Barf.
Don't it look like it though?
Yeah. At first glance, I'm like,
it does.
Barf.
But knowing her probably mean out of here for real. Or some crazy crap. Who knows what it really stands for? A total Mariah sentence, probably. It start with B, get the F out of
B, for real.
yeah, with that, yeah.
But actually, I can't.
Stop talking. They supposed to be in this podcast. They didn't even ask about it.
Right.
So, anyways, she screwed up.
Yes.
Is it that bad of a notice, though?
Not really. You gotta, like I said, you gotta have your volume all the way up. You gotta really listen, but you can hear it though.
Dang.
But yeah, she
She's
said
right
she's
here.
actually right here. I'm like, where?
So why she ain't just ask herself, how you doing? Hey, Hope, how you doing?
Right. She actually right here, like she coming down the stairs already.
But then again, I don't know, man. She didn't catch on.
And I think also that we didn't really catch that at first also, because I think we were trying to rush to hurry up and get that part done. Because remember, Erlen had to leave.
Oh, yeah.
So that's probably another reason why we didn't catch on to that either.
She had to hurry up and go
barefooted
and leave. I'm leaving. I'm out of here. Where you going with no shoes on or socks?
But yeah.
So, what about so do you think each person fits their character? What do you think about Malcolm? You haven't met Malcolm in person yet. So what do you think about Malcolm? Like, from what you've seen?
He must be.
Oh, she said Malcolm stink.
But no, Malcolm, the name fits him. Like,
it does.
Like, you can be like, hey, Malcolm coming. Like, oh, he digging in his nose, ain't he? But yeah, Malcolm, he's a really, really good character. His name fits him. The glasses.
Down at the bottom of his nose.
Right. Then the whole, when he does this little thing. Are you okay? Like that.
Oh, something wrong?
Yeah, that's also what makes his character better too. Cause like I don't know the right words to describe him.
So my idea of Malcolm was, like I was saying in the first podcast for episode 1, it's like a sloppy, stinky, dirty, disgusting, no wife, no kids, just a cranky man. He just in the world by himself. That's kind of Malcolm's thing. He just got to come up and he owns a place and he's renting it, and he allowed the kids to rent it because he was good with the father. So I feel like he's just this grumpy old man that just needs a life and don't have one. So his life is to go ruin everybody else's life.
Yep, that's the perfect way to put it.
Yeah. So what about Hope?
What about it?
What you think about Hope?
Oh.
What? I'm asking you. What you think about the character Hope?
I think Hope's cool.
You can't speak on it because you are, in fact, Hope's sibling. Well, the character Hope is the character Hope. I'm talking to Gabby right now.
Oh. Well, yeah, I think Hope's pretty cool. She always serious, but in a good way though.
So what is your... I'm trying to think of the right words. Because I guess I was still asking the right wrong question. I think that's probably why I was giving you a difficulty to answer the question.
Yeah.
What do you... Okay, here we go. This is the right way to say it. So, what's your outlook? What do you think... What do you see for the future of Hope? Like, her character. Like, what do you see her character doing, like, futuristically? Like, is she going...
Oh, helping her family out all the time.
She's going to be able to help her, or is she going to eventually start having her own issues? Do you think down the line in the seasons that Hope is going to eventually have her own situation that she's going through and become somewhat the main person of the show?
Yes.
Because it seems like with the show, it seems like it's a mixture of everybody having different problems.
Yeah.
So far, you've been the solution. So do you think that Hope's going to start running across her own issues and have her own
So
side
she's the
thing?
oldest.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's a lot to come for the future of Hope in this episode, in this show, y'all. Episode 8 is like all about Hope, and she gonna need all the support from her siblings and everything because, yeah, she gonna be going through some stuff, y'all. It's a future forecast for Hope, but it's so in Hope's character. I think Hope gave me a big vision of the show, so I hope that Hope, you know, continues to progress the way she's doing, because she's definitely doing good. Hope's character is like that. I like Hope's character. And she's got so much issues coming up. I mean, down to the arguments and oh my God, the controllingness and
I think that also about Hope. I think that Hope she kind of fits like the original character also.
Think so?
Helping out. Come on now. Helping out all the time or try to solve a problem when two siblings are arguing or something.
Yeah, always caring. You know what? Yeah, so that's another thing too. So Hope definitely symbolizes her original character. I'm sorry, but Pete, no. You ain't nothing like your regular character. Dion, no. You are nothing like your regular character. Tia, you like 50-50
Well, what is it about?
regular. And Tia's kind of different because the regular Tia in regular form is different than Tia on the show. Jordan, on the other hand, Jordan is just like the real Jordan. Jordan is just like the real actual person off the show. But the Jordan off the show don't know how to control her angers and stuff. But on set, Jordan knows how to control all that stuff. Her anger issues, her fighting and stuff.
Yeah.
She's a lot better. The show Jordan need to reflect in real life. You know what I mean? Because that's how she would be if she was able to control all her stuff. Malcolm, he's totally different than he is in real life. The Malcolm in real life is kind of like the Hope. You know what I mean? He spends most of his time helping people and doing stuff like that. But this Malcolm don't want to help nobody. Complaining, gave people eviction notice about a hole in the wall, and never fixed the hole in the wall. So like he's just. We don't need to talk about my character. We talk about all the characters, girl.
Right.
So yeah, I don't think Malcolm is nothing like his original character, his original self. First of all, the original Michael don't walk around just digging all up in his stuff and eating and farting and scratching his butt and like he's just nasty, you know what I mean? He's just nasty for no reason. I don't know who asked him to be that way. I don't know how he became that way. He just is, but it fits. It fits him. It fits him.
It fits the name.
Yeah, it fits the name. So, all right, y'all. We didn't breeze through the characters, y'all. You know, like me, I like to keep it going. Try to keep some interest going here. So, what's up, Halfman? So, yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to go to the next topic, y'all. First, before I start giving off all of his, what do you think happened in episode 2 that set up episode 3? What do you think is going to happen in episode 3? What's your thoughts? Like,
I think in episode 3, the siblings are going to be struggling, trying to figure out how they're going to get the rent money back, or how to get rent money, or money just period for the rent. also the money for the hole in the wall as well. I think. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of probably chaos trying to find a way to get money for the rent because the landlord coming soon.
What's up, Half Pint? What's up, Ashley? Yeah, because the rent money. So the landlord doesn't come back until the following episode, which is episode 4. But we're not even going to get that far into it, y'all. But the landlord will be back to collect in episode 4. So I'm going to throw out a couple things that's going to happen there, y'all, in episode 3. And then after that, you know, we'll say our goodbyes and we'll end this so that we can go ahead and post it. If y'all did miss this live stream, make sure y'all jump over to YouTube or click the link in my bio where it says Instagram at, and then another tab will come up at the bottom with my Instagram page and my YouTube page. And make sure you go on my YouTube page and you can catch it right there. So, let's just start off with a couple hints that's going to happen in episode 3.
Okay.
First of all, y'all, we already know that episode 2 left y'all with a couple cliffhangers that people still trying to piece together. One being the rent money is missing. One, how is they going to get the rent money? The power wheel is used, so in the episode, when they do try to take that back, they're not going to accept it because it's used and there's no receipt because he destroyed the receipt in the process of hiding it from them. That's a little note that y'all didn't catch in the episode 2 that actually does occur. You think about it, they overcaught this, and now what are we going to do? Their first option is going to be probably trying to take that power wheel back to get their money back. But throughout the process, he destroyed the receipt so that they wouldn't find out. So that's already the first issue that we're going to have in episode 3. Is trying to scrounge up that rent money without being able to take the original item back to get your money back for the item. I think it's funny how stuff happens in episodes you don't even think about it until after the episode's over.
I didn't even know there was a receipt.
When he had a bag, he bought it with the rent money. Y'all never asked him about a receipt. I did that on purpose because that's what y'all going to ask him about in the next episode. When y'all trying to figure out a solution. So I leave stuff out on purpose. I leave little bugs out on purpose. Also, I give y'all another hint because I'm pretty sure y'all gonna piece it together from episode 2, which y'all probably not put the actors on. But there's definitely gonna be a lot of hatred y'all starting to build up between Pete and Dion. Pete and Dion is gonna have a lot of bad blood now because they had just originally gotten a fight because Pete told about the money in the top drawer and stuff. But not only that, he just got in a fight with him from them having a sword fight and then him hitting him with the sword and then all that, and then they get on the couch and then Dion storms out the front door mad and said he'll be the bigger man. Then he comes back in all cooled off. And then he shows Pete the ride. And then all of a sudden, Pete all into the ride. And then all of a sudden, Pete ends up snitching him out. So now, they about to have a lot of hatred because they officially beefing again. The reason they beefing is because Pete snitched on Dion. And Dion told him, make sure you keep your mouth shut. But Pete just sat there and told Hope, oh yeah, with the money he saved up in the drawer. Which was the rent money, which means he just dry snitched on him after he told him not to snitch. So now you just made a whole brawl right there. Them two is going to be back and forth the entire episode, y'all, while they are trying to get the rent money together. So that's not helping because they are delaying the game. You got to keep stopping for them. You're not making nothing. So, with that being said, y'all can definitely expect there's about to be some type of fighting or some type of loud argument going on. I'm not going to say which one, because that's giving you too much. I'm giving up too much sauce. But, that was such a bad one, right? Whoa!
Stop!
But they are going to have some beefing and hatred going on. And, as far as the siblings go, I'm not saying who, but it's going to be between you, between Hope, Tia, and Jordan. Now, one of y'all is going to go do some stupid stuff to try to get the rent money back and put yourself in another whole situation. Yeah, so I'm not saying who, but I'm going to let y'all know right now, somebody's about to get caught for stealing and a slight bit of robbery, should I say? So somebody in this show is about to become super wild. Now what they don't know is that when the other two finds out, dang, it's hard to say this without saying names. You know what I mean? Because I really want to say names, but I can't because I feel like I'm giving up too much sauce. That's my little thing. I'm giving up too much sauce. So the other one's about to be wild, y'all. So basically, this one I'm about to go out there and start robbing and robbing people. Stealing from stores. So it's gonna be a lot of outside scenes in this one versus like always being shot in the house. So we got like 3 different locations this next episode is actually gonna be shot at. So it's gonna be a little driving around, but nothing that we ain't used to.
Right.
Yeah, because y'all gonna try to get Dion and Pete alone, and y'all gonna try to take them to a park so they can like have fun and maybe try to get them back together. But that's gonna be a total disaster. And right alone while they at the park doing that, on the other hand, you got old sister out there wilding, man. She is like trying to get this money. But you also got the one sister, I ain't even gotta say the name because y'all all gonna piece together who it is, that's trying to go through the phone books and try to figure out stuff to do to get the money back legally. And surprisingly, she's gonna get a call from the father because the father actually he also appears in there every blue moon, y'all. He's gone on tour as Motivation Fam. And he comes back, but he's definitely going to be on the phone talk in the next episode. I do got him on a phone conversation with Hope, where they're going to be trying to discuss, like, what happened to the rent money and stuff like that, and see if maybe he'll end up helping them at the end. I don't know. That's to be determined. But we do know we're going to have a little bit of drama. We do know that one of the sisters is about to go AWOL and, like, just really start going out doing crazy stuff. You got the other sister and the other sister trying to chase this one around to stop her from getting in any more trouble than she's already in. And then, one of the sisters also going to get involved with the police, and it's going to get a little messy. But you know how it is. At the end of the day, at the end of the episode, by the end of that episode, they need to have some rent money because the beginning of the next episode after that is going to start off with the man coming to collect. And meanwhile, in the process of one of the sisters wilding out, they're gonna be messing up the house too. So like, it's gonna be so much that has to be done before the landlord comes back. It's gonna be ridiculous. So.
And that's what's gonna make the Rose even better because he's gonna be put under stress because he's trying to figure out. He's gonna be moving a lot and stuff.
Yeah. So I definitely want to like start shooting on this one early than later, so we don't try to push it all into a one-day thing because there's a lot of moving parts to this one.
Yeah, because.
We got a playground scene, we got a store scene, and we got a couple other scenes that's not here.
Since we're on a script, right, it won't take like all day. Or like, no, not all day. But like, since we're on a script, I think it would be a bit more, better and in place and stuff for free-falling. Because, I don't know, I just don't really think it'll take that long since we're on a script.
So I don't think it'll take that long because we're on script, but I think it's going to take long because being on script still doesn't mean we ain't going to have to keep doing parts over and and over and over and over.
But it will take extra long because we won't be, alright, should we do this or what should we do? Like, trying to come up with something and then we end up forgetting. Like, that's what the error was like last time. So yeah.
But yeah. Oh man. All right, so before we wrap this up, y'all, because I still gotta get her back up the road, and I gotta get dressed and stuff, and head to the place of business. Yeah, work. But I gotta say this, y'all. There's only one more part I'm gonna bring up. We're gonna tell me, and I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna get the comments on YouTube on the repost. But I'm gonna say the question now because I know there's no one here to answer it for real. But what do y'all think about the intro and the outro? What's your outtake on the intro and the outro? It's time for her to figure it out.
Yeah. The intro is good. You know, like the little.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Kids was left at home. It really make you
Yeah.
feel it. Don't it? It gives you that feeling like this is about to be lit. Like it need music after that because episode 1 was dry as hell after that went off. Like I feel like yeah, we definitely put music through the rest of it. We just gotta do better with our tone adjustment.
Yeah.
But we can't cater to all devices. If you want to use a big stupid sub, that's on you. Alright? If you hear more bass than anything, that's your fault.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot you did say it kind of depends on what you're watching it on too. Because when I was watching it on my computer, I was be able to. I heard everything. But you know, I guess if you're on a phone or something that's you probably won't be able to hear it that good. If the bass turn off.
Just enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, here's the thing, I could hear it, and I could show you, like, what I heard and seen, and you can tell me, too, because it could also been the way I was watching it. The way I was watching it was kind of cheap, too. It was coming out of that speaker in my car. It was like, boom, red, boom, red. Like, it was horrible. So, I don't know, it could be that, but then also when I just watched it on here by itself, it was still like the same song. And on the TV, it was the same song. I'm going to put it on the TV before we leave. Because I want you to hear exactly what I heard.
And also, as the editors.
By the way, y'all, we are the editors. What's going on? Welcome in.
Since I was rushing, kind of I didn't even realize there was another era in there that we had to cut out. Remember when it was me, Hope, Jordan, and Tia talking about the rent money thing? It's when it first came on.
Oh, you thought everybody was stuck? I seen that.
And then ended up cutting to us talking. I was like, oh shoot, how come I ain't noticed this before?
Yeah, so I was like, I mean, I guess we could do a little better on our cutting and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Work in progress, but overall, now I'm gonna say this flat out. Y'all gotta bear with us for a while. I did notice it. I've seen all the comments. I've gotten all the DMs about it. But yes, we are working on the outro. We are going to establish a new outro by next episode, y'all. That outro will be fixed and changed. We're gonna create a new outro. Yeah, that's definitely. I wish Barf was in here. I wish Barf was in here. Hey, Barf. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I'm on that cuckoo. I don't know. Creep. He just sitting here watching us. I know he see me. Living that creep life, It's that creep life stuff. Yeah. But yeah, y'all, so the outro. We know it does say we already know
Follow
it says
us on subscribe.
yeah, follow us on subscribe. I don't know.
I
don't know what platform that is. I never signed up for a platform called subscribe. I could have seen if it said follow us on YouTube.
Then to subscribe.
Then subscribe or
Yeah.
whatever the case is. But no, that thing is just follow us on subscribe. And then the words are so small and they so fast, I know y'all cannot read them. They so skinny and white and they fast. So I know that. I know y'all can't read them.
And also the font. The font, it was just the words were skinny and they were black. And then also this was right here, so you can't really.
Yeah, you can't tell. You can't even see the words. I mean, you really could tell his words, but you gotta pause it on each spot, and that's gonna be hard. So I would like the outro to be more similar to the intro. Like I was like, doom. I love the intro. I'm sorry, I do.
Yeah.
I feel like that intro right there is the one. But that outro, it's got to get out. that outro got to get out.
You're right. I feel like the outro should have a suspense sound, like on the intro, like
something to make you want to see the next one.
Yeah, like doom to be continued. Like, you know, something like that. Like, and you know, follow us on subscribe. I mean, not subscribe.
Look, she better make the same one again. She about to say follow us on subscribe.
But yeah, the outro.
Yeah, the outro, that's gotta change. That needs to be something, but it's gotta be something that keep it right interesting. Not a Six Flags roller coaster show up after the episode.
Then airdrop.
What is the airdrop? What is that for?
You don't know what airdrop is?
No, I know what airdrop is, but what is it for right there? Can't nobody click on nothing. Can't nobody do nothing with that joint. That's what you say is airdrop. You ain't about to airdrop nothing. Nothing. Not one thing about to be airdrop.
So,
I can see what
Anthony.
Uh-oh, I don't like this. I went from...
What do you think about the first episode compared to the second episode?
Oh, shoot. Let me tell you hands down. So my thoughts is, from the first episode to the second one, first of all, I love the camera angles. I don't know what I'm going to do when it comes back to the landlord having to show up, because I don't want to have good camera angles for 2 episodes and then get to that episode and we back to looking like trash. I mean, not saying that the first episode looked like trash, but there was a lot of improvement when a kid holding it versus an adult that can be steady holding cameras. So, I would say from episode 1, there was a lot of improvement. I liked the episode 2. I feel like everybody acting got more serious. I like the fact that Hope was there to draw a balance between the two, because there was no balance in episode 1. If you pay attention to episode 1, there was really no balance. There was not a person in there that was going to be civil, the humble person to the show.
Oh yeah, because it was always arguing.
It was just a bunch of arguing and the nasty ass landlord to come in and make it no better. I feel like that's why I had wrote Hope in episode 1. She just wasn't here to be for the recording, but she was definitely written into it because it was a lot of balances in episode 1 that needed to happen that didn't happen because she was actually removed from the script in episode 1. Example. What's up, Zanaya? So, for example, in episode 1, when the landlord first came up and everybody was sitting on the couch arguing and it was like, who gonna open the door? Who gonna open the door? You open it. You open it. I don't want to open it. I don't want to open it. Fine. And then Tia was like, fine, I'll open it. So that's how we played it out. But on the original strip, it was supposed to be, who gonna open the door? Open the door. Open the door. Open the door. And then Hope was supposed to come out of the room and say, just sit down, guys. I got it. You see how I would have brought that little humbleness to the show? And now he would have came in all cranky, but you would have been all calm. So, what's up, little boy? I got a treat for you. You'd be like, don't give my brother that. You see, it needed that extra, and that's what it was missing. And that's another reason why, if y'all pay attention to episode 1 real hard, episode 1 was really kind of hollow. Meaning, like, certain parts was kind of empty. Like, it felt like it was supposed to... Okay. You ever watch something and feel like it's supposed to be something else there, but it ain't there?
But it ain't, yeah.
That's because Hope's flavor was missing. There was nobody to humble the show. So, that also automatically gave a boost when episode 2 came on and Hope was there. Because it was like, all right, now you got a balance. So now I can make drama and extinguish the drama as I'm making it. Versus me making drama and there's no one there. There's no fire extinguisher to put the drama out. It's just drama. That's why if you notice that episode 1 drama dragged all the way to episode 2. Now, a lot of those things, conflicts were supposed to be done. That's the reason why episode 2 had to start off with, I'm glad Hope talked to the landlord. Because really, that was not supposed to how episode 2 was supposed to have started. It was never supposed to start that way. Episode 2 was supposed to start with all that stuff already squashed at the end of episode 1. Because Hope was supposed to actually been there to talk to the landlord before he said, shame on you, I'm leaving. All that part was never supposed to happen. That was supposed to have been a talk between Hope and the landlord. So, I feel like episode 1 was great. I feel like episode 2 is better. But I feel like episode 3 is going to be even better. Because now Hope has already played her first episode stuff too, so she kind of understands her character. So, I know who it was. So,
I've seen if Zanaya was still here because I was going to say hi after you finished.
She left?
I think so. Yeah.
So, I feel like episode 3 gonna be way more intact than episode 2 was. Episode 2 definitely brought in the flavor. It was like the boys was fighting, Hope was there to calm it down. The girls was fighting, Hope was there to calm it down. The girls needed guidance, Hope set them down in the living room and put order back in the court. So it's like Hope gives order to the courtroom. Malcolm fucks it up. Because Malcolm tries to find everything wrong and Hope tries to find everything right. So be advised, y'all, episode 6, you're going to see a big fallout too between Hope and the landlord. And that's going to be the first time at the end of the episode y'all going to actually see their father come back into the picture. So he only pops up once every blue moon. He's on tour, so he's like constantly leaving.
Okay.
He constantly leaves. He comes back, drop money off, make sure the rent pays up, and then he's gone again. So the father only pops up once every blue moon. So, and it's gonna be a lot they got to have for him too, because the father's not gonna know everything. But yeah, that's gonna be the only episode y'all gonna see the landlord and the father in it in the same episode. Because you're gonna see the landlord early, then you're gonna see the father later on.
Dang.
I was looking out the window. I was like this. So,
Yeah, I feel you. I think that maybe episode 3. I mean, I don't know. Well, you already gave me something, so I kind of know what's gonna happen. So I still don't know. But yeah, I feel like if we did really, I feel like if we did good at episode 2, I feel like we're gonna do probably improve at episode 3 as well.
well, yeah, and then on episode 2 too, we kind of started off script, but then I was like, forget it the next day and came in with that and the actual script. I think if we stay on script, it's gonna get better because I got drama so far, y'all, all the way up to episode 8. So I'm 8 episodes ahead of y'all. So like, while y'all still sitting here thinking of what's gonna happen next, I know already. So y'all gotta understand my position. It is so hard for me to keep it to myself because I want to tell people, but then that's how you get leaks. Because then somebody else, if this thing does decide to blow up, I don't need Mariah or Damari or Kari to be in the real world. I'm using real names for real world, y'all. To be out there like, oh, so wait till episode 8. You know this is gonna happen, and that's how stuff get leaked. So I'm not allowed to tell them, but in my mind I know it, and I'm telling y'all, episode 8, Hope is about to go through some stuff, y'all. Just be there to support her. Don't let her down, y'all, because the way it's gonna look, it's gonna look like she traded her back on everybody, but she is not. She's actually doing what's right to make everything better. So it's gonna be some things get worse to get better, y'all. Just stick with Hope. Don't not like her character, y'all, at any point. Because I know it's gonna be part of the show where y'all gonna think y'all not gonna like her character. Y'all like, oh no, I don't like Hope. She be doing too much, or whatever y'all might think. But that's just, and if she's playing her role right, then that's exactly the feeling y'all should get, because that's the feeling I'm trying to make y'all get, because it's a part of the episode. And if y'all got that feeling about Hope, then that means she's doing a damn good job acting. Because yeah, y'all gonna be like, but don't keep y'all head straight and focus on Hope. It's not Hope. Y'all gonna have to futuristically, y'all gotta start looking towards Tia and them, because yeah, they about to go south, but she's gonna be the one to take the hit for everything because she's the leader, and she's gonna take a fall for them, but she's only doing it to get them out of it. But y'all gonna be thinking she's the one that actually did a lot of the stuff that's gonna happen, until y'all find out at the end that, which I'm hopefully writing into episode 9 or 10. Because 10 is the season finale, so you know I'm about to make a bunch of drama happen, and all of it's got to get cleared up by the end of season 10 episodes. So it's going to be one of those shows, y'all. Y'all going to see a lot of bad stuff happen come episode 7 through 9. I'm going to say episode 6 through 9. Y'all going to see a lot of bad stuff happen. But don't trade your eye on Hope, y'all, because it's all supposed to happen. It's all in the grand design. Episode 9 and 10, as those being the season finales, you're going to figure out the whole entire time that all this stuff happened, and she never did it. She just was the fall person. So it's gonna be really like, it's a plot twist, man. I got a sweet plot twist coming. Y'all just gotta stick with us, keep watching, don't lose track, because there's so much about to boil down and so much drama. And y'all, this is like an ongoing thing. This is only gonna be the first season, 10 episodes. We're gonna definitely bounce back with a season 2. And then hopefully by season 3, y'all won't be having to look for us too hard, because I'm piling all this up as 10-minute episodes. And then I'm about to cringe them together into 30-minute episodes. And episodes of 5. And once I got episodes of 5, then that means I'm allowed to sell it to Netflix. And then after that, I'm going straight to Netflix. I'm about to go, hey, Get us in there. We need to be there. We need to be there. And I'm about to say these views go up, y'all. They are not fake views. I am putting this on a paid promotion. I'm promoting this show all over the place. I'm putting it on Google Ads. It's going on. It's going to be so many different places. So, I appreciate. Is this 6 o'clock? That's good enough. Yeah, that means we've been on live. We've been doing 30 minutes, 40 minutes.
40 minutes.
That's too long. We're supposed to be 30 minutes. Well, anyways, guys, I appreciate whoever did show up here in the live stream. And if not, y'all, I appreciate everybody that has watched this as a podcast over on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and any other platforms you may find us on. Because you can also find our sub page on Twitter and our sub page on Reddit.
And if this interests you, make sure you...
No. And if this is of interest to you, please make sure you...
Go to the Light Buttons house, give them their Amazon package, but open up and take what they have inside out, close it back up, and just leave it there.
That's right. And replace it, take the content out of the box, and replace it with a piece of cheese and set it in the sun. Close the box up and let it sweat. So, that's going to do it. See you. So now, y'all, but look, this is about to end in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.